Hello everybody and welcome to another tutorial in camera and lens repair. And this time I will take an old Mamiya-Sekor Z 120, 110 millimeter 2.8 W, and I will try to cleaning the front and back lens group and see how it goes. So this old fellow this is for the Mamiya RZ, 67 RZ. If we just look at it on the back and then on the front, well, the lens element looks pretty okay. But if we put some strong light through it, things will look a little different. Yeah, a lot of haze and dirt and dust, and yeah, not really good. I have taken one picture of how it looks before I clean it, and I use my Fuji XM1 and make a kind of a simple adapter tube just to see if it can I can just stick it on and see how it looks, just to give an idea of how is the difference when we put some light through it and take a picture. So there will be an before and after picture. Now we need some tools, at least some rubber tools of different size, which is good for both disassemble, especially on the front here, and it's also good when having the lens element staying on here when you clean it. So there are many different combinations. It could also be we use the amazing rubber tools from rubber cone from Japan Hobby Tool, which is really good. Some lens, not really lens, but they are compasses which I have filed and grind in a different way, and also a wrench 30 millimeter, which I have filed and grind with two pins, actually, kind of, to disassemble the lens elements. Retaining ring. A lens sucker is a very good thing. Some small one, maybe not. A lens blower. This is from this is a Hyperjet 2, which I think it's amazing compared to a simple normal one, because it has a filter, so it sucks in the air, but there will only come dust-free air out of the nozzle. And yeah, some cleaning fluid. Yeah, I will in this case use lighter fluid. In this case is Zippo. It could be it could also be some extra. It's just a brand. I know there are many different, but I will just try this. I think it's fine. And we also need some wipes, and in this case I like the peg pad. There's a non-abrasive wipes, lint-free, and you can also cut them into smaller size, which I have done here. But I think I will only use the bigger size because they're bigger lenses. Now, another rubber tool here is from my my old turntable, which is extremely sticky. So it's good to, when, for example, take off the back lens group here, and I cut a simple curve in here, kind of a concave, what you say, hole, not hole, but yeah, a concave shape. Now, let's get into it. Maybe one simple thing. This is the eyelid, which is good for cleaning sensors. but it's also very useful when cleaning lens element, because if there's dust or just a hair or something. Now, that was too long, this. So let's get into it. We need to take off the front here, and this is already almost loose, but we can just tighten it. And so now we get off with this is the 64.60 millimeter, which is put on here on the plastic. The cone here is plastic, so be careful when you loosen it. And so it's actually easy to unscrew. Sometimes they can sit a little tight, and if you, let's say, damage the thread here, which is made of plastic, it could be really difficult to get off. Now, next thing is we need to go into the front lens screw, which you can see here. There is a retaining ring here. There's a notch here, and there's another one over here. You might also see there is another inner retaining ring, which also have its notch here and over here. Now, we only take off the outer retaining ring here, which I will use with my old compass here, which is actually very good for that. So, and then lock the compass, and then it should be easy to unscrew. Well, it's not really a retaining ring, it's more kind of it's actually the mount. So just loosen it, and we can simply use the one of the other rubber cones here to unscrew it fully out. So flip it over, and then let the lens element come out. So it's here. Put this aside. Now, then we are facing the front lens screw, and as you can see here, to get into the front, I mean the back of the front lens screw, there are two notches here, there, and hopefully you can see it, there is also some kind of a glue. It's actually thread lock, and it looks like it's blue. So we need to actually use some nail polish remover with it has to be with acetone. I mean, I have tried with alcohol, isopropylalcohol, but I don't think it really works that good. I mean, maybe other people use the same, I mean the isopropylalcohol, and it worked for them. Yeah, this is just what works in this case, hopefully. Sometimes they use a really nasty red thread lock, but you can see here, by using the nail polish remover, I can actually just wipe it off. And it's neat to, I mean, there has to be a lot thread lock, not thread lock, but nail polish remover, and you can simply press, I mean, use the cotton bud, and then press in here to let the nail polish remover suck in here, and it will hopefully soften it enough so we can loosen it with this tool. And I hope it actually works pretty good. Yeah, off it comes. I couldn't unscrew it before with this tool here. No problem, because you have a good grip on it, and the steel is really good for making that kind of tool. So now the retaining ring is off, and then it should be possible. Hey, hold on a second, we'll just make a small test how it looks before. So with my torch through it, you can see there is actually a lot of dirt and dust, which is really bad. So I'll just take the inner. It looks like there are 3 lens elements. There's one here on the front, and if you look closer, there is also a retaining ring inside the front lens. So there must be a second one, and then the back lens here, which should be possible to pop out. Sometimes they can be a little tricky to get out. So now we see it here. This is the back lens of the front lens group. How does it look? Well, you can see there's really a lot of dirt. Or is it inside, or is it... Yeah, there is also specks on here, on the front of the lens element. So the convex side here is a bit not that dirty, but there's something on. But the concave side here is really dirty. If I just blow on it, will it help anything? Not really. There's still a lot of dirt. So, and just be careful of how does this lens facing. So, I mean, since there is no mark somewhere here, I'll just set with a pencil, just set a small mark here, so this is facing towards the front. Hopefully you can see it here. So that thing is clear. If the lens was the same convex form like on the front here, it would be really necessary to set a mark so you have no you do not do anything wrong. So now it's ready to be cleaned, and I will just find a stand like this, and I think I will do the inner side first. So, and this is just my exhauster that goes, if you hear some noisy sound in the back. So, and then time for cleaning. And I will just take a brand new and some lighter fluid. And be careful of not using, just go closer in. And we also have this on here, so there. So now we better can see it. And put the, not just put the solvent on the lens element, do like this, put the wipe on first, and then simply just use a lot of I mean not too much, and then start in the middle and go around in circles 2-3 times and then out. Yeah, it looks like something happened. So let's see how good it is if we put a torch through it. Well, you probably remember how bad it was, and this was only one time. But of course we do it again. Always. Minimum twice. And you can actually see how dirty, you probably can see, but I can see clearly how dirty the wipe is. So we just do it again. So there. Wow. Something has really happened. Okay. A huge difference. So yeah, I'll just clean the front of the lens and see how good it will go. Again, it's the same process, and don't touch the glass surface with the needle. And actually you have to put a very light pressure on the wipe, and we'll just do it again. Oh, hold on, let's see how it goes. Oh, there's something here. Just here. And oh, sorry. Looks like there is something over here that is not so good, but we'll just do it again. Last time for this wipe. And sometimes you can go a little slower if something sits too tight. There's something over here. But you probably can see there is a huge difference, like before and after. Sometimes you cannot get the things away even if you try, but we can just try it here. No, it's simply something on the lens. Don't know what it is, but we'll just give it a last go. Say that's all fine. Yeah, it is really so much better. Now put it aside, and or we can just put it in here. And say that's all fine. Put it in the retaining ring so you have a safe grip on it. And then catch the thread, so it has to say click kind of there, and then screw it in. So Now gently tighten it. I mean, one can use rubber tools here, just like this one. It's 35.54 millimeter. One can also use those and then gently tighten it. Now, that was part of it. So, and next we'll simply take off the front here, front retaining ring for the front lens, and I will do the exact same thing. And you can see here, you probably can see there is something shiny, and that's something thread lock, which I need to use some nail polish remover and actually try to see if I can get it off. Sometimes one has to use more than one would think, but it has to suck in, and hopefully it will soften the thread lock. And well, I will just try to see if I can use my rubber tool before I actually use my lens tool, I mean compasses. And it looks like there is something, have to be something in between. Many possibilities here. So I will just try this. It's the number 5 here, and hopefully it should be possible to and off it comes. I mean, if I use the lens compass tool, whatever it is, you could actually be by accident, if you haven't adjusted the tool correct, you could simply scratch the retaining ring or the glass element, which is not good. Now, off with the retaining ring, and you can see here, this is the thread lock that goes in here, and it's not really, it's old. So now I can actually use my my lens sucker here and simply put it on and take it out. You can see it's flat on the back and convex on the front side. So how does it look actually? Is it good or better or whatever? Well, well, it's mostly on the front, I guess, but let's see how it will it will go. Just have to find a stand that is have almost the correct size. Just taking the front side. Maybe it's not so good. I think this one fit okay. See, you can have put them inside each other, and then in that way have a better stand. Now get a new one of those wipes. So fresh and clean, and I will just do the first cleaning. So there. So, well, it helps a lot. But what about the inside? Does it help enough? Well, as you can see, there is something inside. It's just a kind of very light haze. There's also some dirt on the front side here. But let's see how good it will go. This one was only the first cleaning, so we just do it again. Sometimes maybe isopropylalcohol is also working really good, but I stick more to the lighter fluid because it's non-destructive. Well, this is isopropylalcohol also, but sometimes I think it does a better job for this. You can see there's something on here which could be an old damage thingy. You can see the rest of the lens actually looks well, there are a bit small dust and haze. So what if I do the inside of the lens? I mean the back side of the lens element. We can just give it a go. So yeah, it helps. But you can see there is still something on the front. Maybe someone has in the past used something to clean the front lens. But what if I try with some ECLIPSE just to see how good it will go? So I'll just use the last corner on this wipe. How good will it be? So there. Yeah, I think well, I think it's pretty good. There's still something dust in here, which we can just blow away. And things has really improved a lot. So that's fine. Well, I cannot put it in yet, but you can put it on the somewhere in a safe place. There. Now the next lens element in here, the middle lens element. Let's see how good it will be. Oh, something has come on here. Okay, I need to go in there again. Where did it go? Here. There was just something on here. So then it pops out. There was something. Yeah, there was a drop of something. Well, I'll do it later. Now the middle element, how does it look? Yeah, you probably can see, but there is actually a kind of a very dirty, I know it's difficult to see, but I'll just unscrew it, see how good it will go. It looks like there is no thread lock in here, so I think I will use my other old compass here just to loosen it. So there, very gently, so it sits there and have a good grip. Yeah, it's loose. And then hopefully I can use one of the rubber tools here to unscrew it. It has to be quite big. Yeah, maybe this one. Well, not the best, but it works. So here we are, and it's number 4 of the cone. So here we are with the middle lens element. And then I can flip it over and still have a good grip on it. So then it's out. See, it looks nice and clean. Now the lens is, as you can see, it's not flat on the back. It's actually more concave and on the back here, and it's of course convex on the other side. So let's see. Not good. There's some kind of a haze on the on one side. So I'll just do the concave side first, and it has a good shape here. Maybe the other one, no, maybe this one can be, and I can put them in here so I have a better grip on it. And I think I will just try the ECLIPSE for this lens. Maybe it's possible to do something. Then have a good grip on it. So there. And let's see how it will go. Well, it actually helped. So I will just do it again with the ECLIPSE. Sometimes it's also a good solvent for cleaning lens element. Because it evaporates really fast. Yeah, the dust you can see it's on the convex side. So we will just give it another go. But I think maybe it's better to do it with this one. So there. Oh, how did it went? Here we give it another go. Very light pressure on the wipe, and then out. So let's have a look. Well, there is some dust on it. I think it's on the front here. Well, we'll try the lighter fluids. So there. So there. Yeah. I think there's some dust there. Well, some hairs are really nasty to get off, as they are really anti-static. So now it's off. So now I can actually put it in again, and using the retaining ring to put it on, because then it's easier to put in instead of using a lens sucker. Sometimes the lens sucker is good, but sometimes not. So there. Oh man, that was just a hair. Get away. I am thinking of making a clean room, because it could be really good to have. Then flip it over. So, and now it sits where it should. Then catch the thread. And it's fine. Then screw it in. It's not fully in. Then I will just use my compass lens tool to screw the rest of the lens in, then gently tighten it. So, whew, wow, that was it. It can be a problem now and then to actually get all the dirt out. And then, now this the eyelet, which I think could be a useful thing to just get some dust off, because it doesn't set any mark on it, which I think is good. And it will say it's the same thing when you cleaning your sensor. So I think it's okay for now. It could probably be better, but for now I think it's fine. Just have a look on this. There's still something on. I think I will try with the Eclipse and give this another go, just to see if it can be any better. Because there is not only one solution for cleaning lenses. I think it will do the job. Yeah. And then on the front, yeah, I think it's fine for now. There is a little mark down here which I cannot do anything with. Okay, give it a last go. So there. Yeah. I think it will be fine for now. And where is the retaining ring? Then screw the lens element in. And then tighten it with the rubber tool. As you can see, it looks much better than it was. Oh, there was just a nasty hair down here. Yeah, it's much better than it was. And then put the front lens in. There's something on here, the front. And we can actually just do it in that way. Put this on here and just if any hair comes on. Then put it on here. Click. So there. It looks really much more clear. So now that was part of it, and then I can just tighten the front ring. Say that's all fine. And as you can see, there is a huge difference. I mean, there's some hair outside here, which I can just blow away. And then put it back into my shutter. Or maybe I should just wait until I get the back lens group, which is different. Now, use a rubber tool, it could be whatever, to unscrew it. It can sit sometimes really tight. But, and off it comes. So there. Here you will also see the thread lock that hold the retaining ring, and there is really a lot of dirt in here. And then I can just put in the front lens group. Nice and fine. Now to the back lens group, which I think is not really good, but let's see how it looks. Okay, it's dirty, really dirty. So now let's I'll just do the inside first. And I made this tool. Of course, I have been into the lens and take a sneak peek, and I made this tool, this 30mm wrench, to actually also unscrew the retaining ring here, so it both can go on the two notch here, which is really good. And it's tight. Yeah. Okay, we need some nail polish remover and give it a good go with the to soften it and let it suck in. And hopefully it should be enough to unscrew it. I mean, at least as you have softened the thread lock and have a good tool, it should be wow, it's tight. Well, we'll just do it again. So there, here we are, and I think it will be okay for that. And use gloves, because then you have a better and safer grip. And okay, we try again. Yeah, it's free. So you'll see it works. So this is really a useful tip to the let's see one thing here. How big is the notch? I mean the 2 pins here. They are something like 0.82 or probably 0.98 or so. This 7. And but it's easy to make this kind of tool. So now we have the retaining ring free, and hopefully I can just flip it over, and let's see if I have a tool. Okay, it will come out. I will just knock on the side of the lens housing, and here we see this is a cemented lens, and just so we know it, this one has to facing back. There's no arrow on it, but I will just make a small arrow like this. You will not see it on the picture at all. But how good or bad is this lens? Well, a lot of dirt, and it's more on the back here. I mean the the concave side. So let's see if we can use this stand. It fits really good. It's a number 4 of the cones, which I will just put in another lens tool, and then give it another go with a new wipe. So, and I will simply just continue with the Eclipse. So there. And out. Yeah, we will just do it again. It looks like the Eclipse evaporate in a different way than lighter fluid does. How good was it? Oh, what a difference! What a difference! Huge. Yeah, I think it's. Let's see. Yeah, of course there is something on the front, on the edge here. So I will just also clean that part. So, and yeah. So always use, always use, do it twice. And then again. So there. There's something on here. No. And then so there. Yeah. How good was that? Now, it seems like sometimes lighter fluid works, and sometimes the ECLIPSE or isopropylalcohol works. But there is no universal stuff that clean lenses. It depends on what's on the surface. There is some dust there. Well, I will just give it a last go, and that's all fine. How good was that? Oh, long hair. Yeah, it had really helped a lot. I mean, there's some dust and dirt, but it will go away when I clean the. Still something on here, which I just will try to wipe away. A last go with the ECLIPSE. Yeah, amazing. That's great. So now the only thing I need to do is the back. The very back lens element, and it looks like there are something thread lock, but maybe we will just give it a try. This is to just give it this here. I think it's free, hopefully. Maybe this one can be useful. Well, it comes free, but looks like it's a bit sticky. So I can just give it a little try with this one, and hopefully, yeah, no. Now, then again, more nail polish remover. It's simply not sticky enough. It's really tight. Wow. Do it again. More nail polish remover. I think it will be fine for now. Wow, it's really sticky. Well, I maybe have to let it sit a little, so just wait. Okay, I tried with the isopropylalcohol around the edge here, the thread lock. And yeah, I tried with nail polish remover, a lot of fluid, and then last with the isopropylalcohol 99%. And finally it comes almost, I mean, I was able to unscrew it, as you will see, but it sits really, really tight. So and that's why you need to have good tools, and I mean an old big compass is actually a good thing in this case, where things sit really, really tight. I don't know about how good the real lens tool are, but I've never ever scratched a lens element with my tools, so I think it's quite good. Now back to the work. Now the back lens, the very back lens, is finally free, and you can see it's convex on the very back side. We'll say like this. This is the back side, and it's very little, well, it looks like it's flat on the inside. So that's the only thing we need to do, and of course it's also dirty. So let's see if we have a stand that can fit on it. I think I will use this, maybe another one. This one, fine. And it will also work, so I think I will do the outside first and then the inside. And again I will use ECLIPSE, see how it will go. Yeah, things has improved a lot. So it's more on the outside than on the inside. There is something on the inside which we also need to clean, so I will just do another go. It looks like the back lens group, I mean the back lens looks really fine. Now there's something on here. Okay, I'll just use lighter fluid for the last go. Let's say that's all fine, hopefully. And it's good with having a shirring needle, because then you can better point the lighter fluid directly on the lens surface. Yeah, that helps a lot. And I can also just do it on the outside and say that's all fine. Yeah. It doesn't really go any better, as you can see. I think it's fine for now. It's not a new lens, as we say, but just do it much better than it was. Now put the lens element in here and click until it says click. There. Nah, there. So, and we have a rubber tool here to screw it in. Check if there is any, there was something on the rubber. Sometimes it works, sometimes no, the lens is not in yet. So I'll just unscrew it again and do. Sometimes things happen. So there. And here's my, just do the last go with ECLIPSE. Was not good. Okay. It's too big, this one here. Okay, maybe this one can go with it here, and then I can do the inside. And then flip it over and do the other side. Yeah. I think it's strange, the ECLIPSE gives us some kind of a weird result. But a lot of fluid works. There was something out there. Yeah. Okay. That's all for now. So we can just put it in, say it's, don't touch the glass again. Come on, it says click. Yeah. Flip it over. Here we are. Now it looks so much better. Then gently tighten it. there. And then put the inner lens element in. And hopefully there is no hair. Then the retaining ring there. Use the rubber tool to gently tighten it, and then I can just use my homemade tool to actually tighten the retaining ring. So now we're here. How does it look? Just some dust on the very back, but as you can see, it's much better than it was. Wow, fine. Now put the lens group into the shutter. And hopefully there will be no hair in here. And we can just tighten it. So, and how does it look? Wow, there's a huge difference. There's something on the back here, outside, which is much better than it was. Much clearer. So it will be interesting to see how the how we compare to the two pictures taken before and after. And then of course the plastic in the front here. Come in. Use this. No, use this one here. So now that's it. That's all for now. Since we have a clear lens, I will show how it looks when I take the the second picture of this. So that's all for me. Hope you enjoyed and hopefully can use the info. So bye bye.